Yeah, when you play as fast as we do and have as much action going on in the court, you get into their legs. And what you're hoping for is in that third period, they lose a little bit and you get basket, 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 and all of a sudden it's timeout and you're up 12-14. And that's basically what happened. But, again, you're talking about the average age of this team is like 19. And to come and have 10 practices, Shea Alexander just said to me, I loved watching them play because they pass to each other, they play off of one another. They all, listen to this, can dribble, pass, and shoot. It's not a track meet, it's not a wrestling match, it is basketball. So you may look at them and say they're small, they're skinny, they're this, but they all can dribble, pass, and shoot. And, but it was great seeing him. Great seeing Patrick Patterson here. It's great seeing him here tonight. Yes.
What do you feel like you got out of this whole?
Oh, this was a tremendous experience. First of all, I got 10 days to practice a young team, okay? Only a couple guys had been back. One got hurt, so now you have Antonio and Adu. So you had two. The rest of the team was all new. To be here for 10 days of practice and then come up here for 9 or 10 days, play against older players, 23-year-old, 22-year-olds, let them get physical with us, use our speed and space and shooting to negate some of the issues we had was really good to see. Plus, I learned about different guys. I mean, we have some guys that it's going to be a process, but they're going to be fine. We have some other guys that may be a little bit better than we even thought. And they got in these games and they competed and did some good stuff. Trey hurt his ankle last game. We didn't think he was going to play today. So I'm like, okay, Adu, you're going to be our center. I mean, we're down to now we got 6 guys. I mean, you can't even have a warm-up line. And so he ended up getting through the night next day. The game, thank God, was at night so that he could play. And then he played as good as he's played since we've been here. And I said, you need to play with a hurt ankle all the time. I mean, he was good.
Who surprised you the most this week?
No, I can't, look, Adu's way better. Antonio's way more confident and better. Trey is really legitimate because you have a 5 that can shoot a 3, that can pass, can do those things, and will fight like crazy. DJ, Robert, Reed has played well too. Justin is really good and does good stuff. Jordan is better than we thought. He is. I mean, we were able to stick him in there and give him some experience. So feel bad for Ugo. He's going to be out a while, so he'll, feel bad for him. Yeah. Yeah.
Does DJ kind of remind you of DeJuan in any way?
No, totally. He's got the same fight that his dad had and his same desire to win, but his dad had a different build. And his dad was more explosive. His dad would shoot from this white line. No, I'm not lying. He would shoot from that white line. And I let him because it would sprace out the defense. You knew when he brought it up, they had to be up there because he'd let it go. He's one of the few guys, his father, that scored 20 a game for me. And Jim McCoy did it as a freshman. Jamal did it. He did it. I haven't had many that have scored 20. Well, he did.
John, you don't have your 2 big kids, but actually it gave you a chance to find out all the other things that
Yes.
these players could do.
But you need some size for rim protection. We didn't have it last year, and that affected us. So you need another guy out there with size that can, they know you're not just driving in here for a free shot. But we were able to do it with Adu doing it some. Trey got his hands on some balls. But the other thing was the hardest shot to block without fouling is a 3. I think Reed probably blocked 5 threes, maybe more. I mean, that just because most of you, Hoops knows a little because of his name. He knows basketball. Most of you guys don't. But the skill to block a three. What is the shot, the weapon they use in the NBA? The three. If you have a player that can block perimeter threes, he has unbelievable value. And this kid is, now he's just growing as a player. But I don't know who taught him to do that, but his timing and his quickness to go get it. And they were shooting him quick now. They weren't like winding it up. So, but it was good to see.
Justin was really aggressive at the start.
Yeah, he played good. I was happy Rob played better. You know, his comments yesterday, I played to the team because they were very mature adult comments. I want to play more. I got to play better. But the reality of it is those two played better than me. Yeah, they really did. Now, today, just so you know, 10 days before this, he was killing Reed and DJ. And I huddled the team and I just said, it was only 10 days in, you were killing those guys. Well, what changed? Your state of mind has changed. And the biggest thing for all these kids, him and DJ, and get rid of the ball. You can't come up and bounce it 12 times and think we can start offense. Just throw it to anybody. Just get it moving. And then we start driving and spacing. One of the Canadian coaches said, I love watching your team play. It's my old school dribble drive. But you got to play with 3 point guards to play this way. And when I had Maxey and Quickly and Ashton, I had 3 points, and Johnny Juzang played. But that team could have won a national title. COVID ended the season. That wasn't 22 years ago. That was just a few years ago. So, but when you don't have 3 point guards, you got to play different. I mean, unless you don't want to win, you just go crazy and you.
John, when you get your bigs back, one or both, how differently do you see this team playing?
No different. We're doing the same stuff. The only thing is I kind of like Trey at the 5. I do. You know, I just, I know Aaron can be the 4 at 7'2" because he shoots, he's skilled. He's another basketball player. But I kind of like Trey at 5. And, you know, Ugo can be at 5. He can be a 5. You know, Adu proved that, look, if that guy doesn't bang, I can be the 4. You know, but the skill of Justin at 3, being able to shoot, being able to pass and get to the rim. Now, he didn't defend as well as he needed to, but we haven't even talked defense. How about I played zone again today? We were in the wrong spots. I'm like, no, you're up, he's down. What are we in? Just play.
You tried him at the 3 out of 4
Who?
this week, Justin.
I put him at both. And if he could gain 10 pounds before the time we start, to have DJ, Robert, Antonio, Justin, or Reed in there and have 4 literally like shoot. I mean, it's not, we're not wrestling. It's not a decathlon. It's not a track meet. It's not a wrestling. It's not, this is basketball. And you could say it's like when I had Tyler Eulis. Everybody looked at him. He's 5'8", 150. Right, and he got drafted. And if he didn't have a hip injury, he'd still be playing. He's trying to work his way back now. And everybody that watched him when they were done, they said, that is a basketball player. He was 5'8", 150. So what I'm excited about, as you could tell, we got good basketball players. They're skilled. You know, we're playing basketball. And I'm not having to invent shots every time down the court. Hard to coach that way. This way, I'm telling them from when we started here, you guys do more so I can do less. Those are my best teams. You guys do more, talk more, call more. Call what you want to run. I don't care. You know, just do it together.
Johnny,
What's your relationship like with Jeff Walls?
Oh, yeah, I love him. He's great. I think he's a terrific coach, really good guy. You know, I saw the girls throughout, you know, and I said to them, you guys, I didn't call them kids. You know, if you call somebody a kid, you get attacked. But I called them, you know, you girls, and I said, you ladies, and I said, but they're playing, they're together. You could see he's built a camaraderie amongst those women, and they were fun to be around. And him, we spoke and spent some time and talked basketball and talked some other things. So really like him.
Antonio makes the decision to come back, and now he's the MVP. I saw you looking at his medal or whatever. he
It's a
got.
watch, a nice watch. I wish I had that watch.
That had to feel pretty good. That things worked out that way. So
Well, like I said, he was worried about the wrong stuff. You know, when you have 5 of the freshmen that we had, and you're finding out they're really good, you still, well, what's going to happen to me? What? You're the vet. What do you mean, what's happening to you? So, he did the right stuff, and proud of him, and you know, he's playing good, and I'll let those guys take over.